Double dino to micro cripper.
Oh my god. Hey guys, welcome to Belly Hanging. This is a climbing podcast run by myself, Pete, and
me, the local expert, Danko Winterberg.
We are both very average climbers. Actually, distinctly above average. No, distinctly above average.
Distinctly above average.
We're maybe a little bit above average. We're very average, I'd say, actually. In fact, the more I know, the more I feel like we're actually average. Although we've had a good day today. Very strong day.
We always have good days.
How are you, man?
Day. Man, I'm really, really good.
You're really good?
I've got lots of reasons to be really good. Like life in general, really good.
Living the dream.
Living la vida loca. Living polka.
Who's that by? Living the vida loca.
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Martin.
Mickey Manilow.
Yeah. Bitch Manilow.
Bitch Manilow.
How are you, man?
I'm good as well, man.
Your hair looks really throwy.
Does it? Like an afro? Well, you know, I'm always having a good day when my hair's like an afro, so yeah.
I always know. Today while we were talking about like stroking your little head.
You stroked me a few times today. Yeah.
Gives me the look.
Oh man, it is freezing outside recently, isn't it? It's significantly dropped in the last, I'd say, week. Yeah. It's dropped a lot. Because where did we go out recently? Oh, I squeezed a day out in the Roaches recently.
You did, and I was somewhere.
You were doing a thing somewhere.
I can't remember where I was. You were doing a thing there, and I was doing a thing there.
Oh, you were abroad?
I was in Font.
You were having a rainy day in Font. Yeah. We might have already talked about this, but...
Yeah, we have, yeah. But let's go over it again.
Yeah, it was good, but...
You went out, and it was cold.
It was cold,
it wasn't this cold.
But it wasn't this cold. End of story.
And then today,
we went out, and it was cold.
And that made it good.
Made it good, but it made it cold.
It's good, though, because none of it... We just kept going.
Yeah. You need to... I just feel like the more prepped you are for the cold weather... Like, it's... Obviously, it's super simple.
We went to Pex Hill again.
Yes, Pex Hill.
Just me and Pete. We got some company later on, but just me and Pete.
The OG was just me and Dan, turned up at 10:30, 11ish, and just climbed some walls.
Till 4.
Yeah.
In winter.
Yeah. So that's like 5 hours.
Pristine conditions.
No rain or anything. But there was a weird phenomenon of the holes getting kind of greasy. Like, it's this known thing that climbing, bouldering, whatever, it's always best in the cold because you don't sweat, and the holds, like, it's just known that grip is better. But today I felt like towards the end of the day, man.
At the end of the day, it must be something about the conditions. Like.
Yeah, maybe it got muggy in the air or something, and when the sun came down.
Certain holds, and you just had to leave them alone.
They just got so greasy, and no amount of brushing, no amount of chalking up, or slapping the holds, nothing was working out. I whispered to a hold to ask it.
So what did you do today at Pex Hill, Pete?
So, you've been like this Pex warrior at the minute. You've been on a mission. You're definitely... There's some monks that travel the world. They'll leave the monastery, and the orphanage. If they're orphan monks. They'll leave the monastery and they'll go travelling for their own adventures. They'll look for enlightenment, and they'll find... Some monks find a tree. Some monks find a bakery and learn how to bake, and they become really good bakers and make an Instagram account, and they find Pex Hill. Other monks go to Font and become really knowledgeable on Font, and then become mountain bikers and Font and all that, and then other monks
become nonces.
But anyway, this is a very long way of explaining that I feel like you've just been on this spiritual journey of Pex Hill, ticking them off, and like you might have already mentioned it in passing, but I didn't really clock onto it. But like, you've made a UKC account and you're ticking off the climbs at Pex on the Eliminate wall, and like over the past 2 months, you've just been knocking out grade after grade after grade. So I went today with the hope and the drive, the motivation to basically just go up and do as many climbs as I could at Pex. And I would say that probably didn't happen today. I'd say I did a fair few, but a climb got in my head for a few hours, didn't it? And
I think you went today with the right attitude.
Oh man, but today, like, it was so beautiful, and I felt like so at peace.
It was so lovely there.
It was lovely. Like when I turned to you just before all those freaking just before everyone came, I just turned to you and I was like, man, this is just, I'm having an absolute lovely time.
It's so nice.
I'm being shut down over and over on the same climb, but I'm just having this little battle, but it's just lovely, like silence, and like feels so at peace and so like just felt right. It felt beautiful.
I've had that privilege so many times,
and it was beautiful. Like it really made me feel like I was in a film, and like it was just this moment.
Star.
I was the star
and the
film.
whole film drive was to get to this break 4 meters up on the wall, and if he gets there,
he gets £1 million.
Yeah, there's stuff out of it.
Stuff.
So you went and we started climbing together, and you ticked a bunch of things.
Yeah, so we started with V1, then did V2 climb, and like Dan's just this knowledgeable guy now, and I'm letting him guide me the entire time. He's like, "Oh, do Red Owl, do all these names I've never heard of," and I was doing them all fine. Got stuck on one V2 for a while because Pex is this weird place, man, where it's just some climbs. It's just they'll shut you down for whatever reason. It's the type of hold or something. Then I did the V2, did another V3, flashed a V3 straight afterwards. You showed me a next V3 that I think you probably thought I was going to fly up or get fairly quickly, because then the idea was to move on to Silly Boy and the enormous amount of Silly Boys that you've worked out and done. But I just got stuck on this V3 for about 3 hours, completely just kept dropping off it. And I had
Paul Leno.
Paul.
P-O-O-R, Paul.
Okay, Paul Leno. And just to cut a long story short, it's a really reachy last move where you can either pop it or you could just strength your way up and static it. And I worked out what works well for me, but that last move
got in your head.
Got in my head. It was really hard for me to get. But I had a beautiful time. Like,
today was amazing.
It was so good. I'm so glad like we did it. Like,
so I had the hangover this morning, which is quite a rare phenomenon for me. And so did you a bit. Like,
I don't drink. I drank more than I've ever drunk this year.
You drank less than I've ever. Than I don't drink anymore. Really.
Yeah.
And I felt pretty gammy, like.
Yeah.
And I genuinely had this little thought in my head. It's like, I always see those people that say when you got a hangover you'll climb really well.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, you climbed so well, man. It was ridiculous.
It was really weird.
Yeah, it was so weird. So Dan's showing me everything, and you just top everything. Like as you're showing me it, you're flashing the things that you're showing me. So this is like V2, V3, V4, like V5. Did you flash? Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, crucifix.
Yeah, crucifix. And then you had some ideas of what you wanted to do. And anyway, tell the story.
Last time I went with Garrock.
Yeah.
And I got my first like static 7A plus type climb.
Yeah.
But it's not in any book. It's one of Owen's climbs.
So we don't know. Like it's just not.
It's definitely the grade.
Is it on UKC though?
No, it's on nothing. He's got it on his blog. So the wizard. Right.
So it's not been peer tested by the community or anything.
By his friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And the moves make sense that it's 7A plus what he's saying.
But we've not had a really strong climber come from Sheffield and is like, no, that's
Jimmy
not that.
Tarbuck says it's a P9.
Jimmy Tarbuck? I always see him at Starbucks.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he?
Starbuck.
But last time I was there with Garrock and we had a really good climb, and I did this thing like the idiotic man.
Yeah.
But I didn't finish the last move properly. I did it this other way. Spoke about Owen to it.
Yeah.
Still feels 7A, blah, blah, blah. And in my head I was like, I need more.
Yeah.
So I know I can get the idiotic man, so I'm going to go back for the plus on that one next time. I'd save that. Don't get greedy. And I was fucking tired as well. So then, right at the end of the session, I said, with Garrock, I just tried to get on Vitalite. I've never really tried to get on
Explain what Vitalite is, though.
So Vitalite is, in the book, it's one of the V6, 7A classics.
Yeah. But it's a that's the key, isn't it?
It's
a classic. It's what people come to Pex to do. It's one of the ones that is like... It's the name.
Vitalite?
Have you done?
Hill?
People know the word Vitalite in the hanger, for example. And
the second move is this left hand hold that I remember. It's the same the City Boy stuff. I remember when I first started at Pex, thinking, how the fuck do you hold them?
Yeah.
And even after all the time of on City Boy, I was like, how do I hold that?
Yeah.
How the fuck do I hold it? So they got on with Garrock and just held it.
Yeah.
And I hung off it. And then I made moves on it and almost got to the fucking top out of nowhere with Garrock.
So
I
cool.
just left it and came back this time with you and did the same thing.
Yeah. So you nearly flashed it. It was ridiculous.
It was insane.
I don't even know if you you called it out that you were about to try it. I think you just did.
Just did.
And I was like watching you, but I was also in my own head about my own climb. So I was like watching you do all this movement on the wall, and as always, I was like, wow, it's just like, this is cool. Like you seem to dance around on that wall, like it's awesome. Like lots of really cool little foot swaps and everything's. You're never up there dawdling, like you know what the moves are because you've just. Do you know what I mean? That's how you've got to approach that wall.
Yeah.
Because we were saying like those holds, they're mini slopers. It seems like all of them are mini slopers. So you can't just hold it. You need to make the move as soon as you touch it, and that was like the key that got us through a few climbs, wasn't it? Just go. As soon as you make contact with that hold, go. But yeah, man, you just flew up it, and you dropped down, and then I just remember thinking like, what did you just try then? Like I thought it was some weird variation of Silly Boy at first. I was like, did he just try and do like? I thought at first you'd done Silliest. Yeah. You know where you go to the top point? I saw you up there, and then I saw you jump for it, and I was like, did he just do the crazy thing that Owen is like the dead like tall guy? But yeah, man. And then you maybe did it in like 10 attempts, didn't you? You just knuckled down, you got it, and then it's sort of we came to the conclusion that so there's a Vitalite 7A, and there's a 7A plus called Vitalite Lighter. Which is
it's
without
basically you don't use this left hand, and it sounds I only use the left hand
like
to do Vitalite. It does help.
It helps,
but you don't really need it.
But you don't need it, yeah. And that must be why there's Vitalite Lighter.
Yeah.
And you flew up that like absolutely, man. Just
went
incredible,
and it was just, and then we got.
So you got that within like 2 more attempts, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you'd done Vitalite, and then you just like
I'm gonna get the next
Vitalite Lighter. It's awesome, mate. Absolute buzzing day.
Well, it was amazing.
Cool.
I was just like, it was so peaceful until, and we'll talk about a bit more as we develop our story today.
Yeah.
But like a magical little day. Just me and you, it was good. It's been a long while. But then a bit later on, we got Surly and TJ.
Do you know what it reminded me of? Before we carry on, is that day that remember when we went and we did like Hearts of Ret?
Oh my god, yeah.
When was that? Oh, it was the day with Owen when my hip was hurting.
He left,
and then Owen left, and then we carried on. We went because we were like, "Oh, do you want to do the Harvey Wallbanger and the ones on that side?" And then Oh, anyways, so yeah, we were met with our friends TJ and Surly, Becky, and we just climbed a little bit more with them, and it was just beautiful, wasn't it?
So it's been a perfect little Pexy Sunday.
Perfect, other than
you got. No, but I liked it when your day today. It's like it's sombre in it. It's like
no. I was going to talk about the scamp. So what is that? What are we saving that for?
Isn't that?
Oh, it is topic. It is the topic.
So the difficulty is though, man, is like on a day like today, I've been there with the Pex. It's like I've been quite lucky that every time I've gone there, I've gone with a goal in my mind.
Yeah.
I never get one of them. I'm dead happy, but I've sort of set a relatively achievable goal almost every time, and almost every time it might be like do fat neck 3 times on the wall.
Yeah.
That's my goal today.
Yeah.
You know, something that isn't a grade. It's it's a
and you've gone and
thing.
achieved that that goal, so you always come back a little happy boy. Yeah.
Where some people always go, I'm going there just for Silly Boy.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's actually pushing your grade.
Yeah, it's actually dead hard.
It's like, I'm going to bring my grade all the way down, but I'm going to do it 3 times on the wall.
There's a good way of approaching, like, one crags like that when if it does get wet or there's only a certain amount of climbing you can do, or indoor climbing where if you go often indoors, like the hanger, it can get a bit boring, can't it? Because you've done everything a few times, so a good way of, like, what am I trying to say here?
You want to touch me?
Yeah, no, is bringing your grade down like indoors.
Oh yeah,
is key. I feel like for training. Yeah,
I look at the eliminate wall. It's like fun. There's loads of stuff to do in it.
Yeah,
it's become a training piece.
Yeah.
And it's one of the best bits of training I've ever had.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it's like you walk away a happy boy.
Oh, yeah,
it's like from indoors. If you go indoors and you're like, all right, I want to get this brand new yellow or brand new white that is like just been set and I saw it on Instagram or whatever. Yeah. You can just go there and just get shut down and come back like unhappy. Whereas if you know that you can do all the blues, for example, it's like, right, well, why don't I do them all in 10 minutes? And then you've done a cool little thing then.
You set realistic things, but new.
Being realistic, but
new challenges.
Yeah.
So like, I've got this the ultimate challenge, the V5, V4, V3, V2, V1. That's my next little thing.
That
I got on it today, and I went through the first bit, and it was like...
Just wasn't happening, wasn't it?
So cold.
Yeah.
It's like, even for things like that, it's like...
The temperature was weird today, because it just dropped dead cold
as well.
Yeah.
That's the winter in Pex in a quarry though, man.
Yeah, it's weird how that happens.
Cold.
It is strange how that happens though.
But imagine being super prepared at floodlights and just like, that's the next step. I'm doing it. We're doing
floodlights. We should get floodlights so we can boulder at night.
We're going to get them.
You know what? Talking about that, you know what we should get into?
Topic of the week. This is the topic of the week.
What's your topic? We're gonna talk about topics. Hello.
What's the topic, Pete?
The topic today is distractions. Distractions.
You ever been distracted by a small nugget of poo in your bum? Get a bit itchy, you want to clean your bottom?
No.
Distractions.
Distractions.
You ever seen someone out the corner of your eye and you just want to get them out the corner of your eye because they're in your way?
You ever...
Distractions. You ever been walking down the street, see small little boys in your way and you think... Distractions.
Okay, we're going to stop you there, Dan. Today we're going to talk about distractions.
Because you brought this up as your topic.
Yeah.
I'm quite interested to know why, because it's like...
Well, why? Because today we've had like the most like insane distraction ever at Pex. It was horrible. But also, I feel like the last couple of days has just been distractions everywhere. I went and saw Metronomy last night, and it was just weirdos everywhere. There was like this weirdo dancing, like nearly making everyone spill their drinks everywhere. This couple that were intimately kissing, like really intimately kissing. There was this like older gentleman that just had a really weird vibe.
Touching you.
He didn't, but I could see he wanted to. Yeah, well, I was scared.
Distraction.
That's distraction.
Distraction there.
And then today at PEX, it was the busiest day at PEX by far. The busiest day. Like, in fact, when we drove into PEX, like we parked up at PEX, and you said, "Oh, it's a busy day at PEX," just because there was 2 cars parked. Yeah. We walked into the PEX. And there was no one around. There was
a woman walking a dog.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can live with this.
Yeah. It's like, this
nice. Is fine.
Yeah, this is fine.
And then the day progresses, and like Pete's saying to me, every time Pete said something today, something happened.
Oh, man, that was so funny.
So there's, at one point he goes, Tom won't text, he'll just turn up, and Tom just fucking turns up.
Like, as I said, Tom won't text us, he'll just turn up.
And Tom just turns up.
Tom walked around the corner as I said that.
But then the next one Pete said was, this place feels really spiritual today, and it was such a massive reaching statement, but it was quite true. It was like, the sun was out, it was dead peaceful, the wall looked lovely, we were just playing together with the wall, and then 30 to 40 scouts turned up.
Children.
Oh, fucking nowhere.
Well, at first, one guy turned up.
And to put rope lines
and set up some top ropes, right? And we were like, he must be... We were thinking he was going to go and do some of the big stuff.
Yeah.
And he basically set up a top rope on the stuff that we used to climb up and down for warms up. But it's just boring now. So it's quite short top ropes. And I remember me and you looking like, what a loser. A little bit, like jokingly. But... Basically, it was because he was like all these scout kids were going to go learn or just have fun out rock climbing, and then all these scout leaders turn up, and I'm like, geez, they're going to be doing a leadership course.
Yeah,
that's what I thought at first.
A couple of older kids then meandered in.
Yeah, some older kids,
like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah,
and you're thinking, I can deal with this.
Yeah, this is okay. They're a bit respectful, maybe they could be, and then.
30 small children running from all directions,
screaming, orange helmets, just absolutely, just nutting each other, fighting. Did you see that one? Those 2 kids. There were 2 kids pushing one other kid to the ground. It was like, I didn't even think classical bullying happened anymore. I thought it was all cyberbullying.
Yeah.
And it's quite nice cyberbullying because you don't get to see it. You just get to pretend it's not happening.
Nature bullying's in your face.
Nature bullying's in your face, man. It's not nice. I was going to tell him to stop it.
I laughed.
But the guy on the floor was laughing.
They were laughing
and
like, chuckling, tickling each other.
We'll say it was tickling.
So, but basically the whole like distraction thing, I've had a few this week, so...
Yeah.
There was a moment today when I was flipped out. because I'm just about to do the move of my life to get Vitalite.
Yeah.
And there's a fucking dog. Sounds like it's been killed.
Like started screaming
And then
from
there's
the other side of the
40
quarry.
children on the other ear. And all I want to do is scream and just go, fuck off.
Yeah, they're like saying, they're like asking us like, just like, why are you hitting the rock? And like, because we're hitting the chalk off with our tea towel,
man.
and they're chalking up.
The other day I said to you, I had a migraine the other day,
Yeah.
and I've not had one in years and years and years, and everything was burning my head out.
Yeah.
I would have killed a lot of people today if I had a migraine.
Yeah, if it was that day
It would have
and
been
loads
bad.
of scouts turned up,
It was quite funny at times.
bloody Pex Hill.
It was quite
everywhere.
funny at times.
It was funny at times, and the kids were quite funny.
They were pretty funny kids.
We were having a little bit of banter with them, but still,
a distraction on that scale I've never had. Like in the hangar, there's always kids training things going on.
Yeah.
It's tolerable.
Yeah,
This was so different.
Although in the hangar you can get distractions on a different level, like where it's the people that are shouting beta at you halfway up a wall.
You've got beta screamers, you've got dab police,
and
then you've got negative Nancy's.
But also you've got the positive distractions.
Positive Pamelas.
When people, yes, whoa, brilliant. It's true though. When people are like, yes, you've got this. Come on, you've got this, man. You've got this, man. And it's just not the right person and not the right time. Like
it comes from a good place.
Yeah.
Except for negative Nancy's, that comes from hate and sadness.
Yeah.
Positive Pamelas come from heart.
Come from the heart,
They
but they just don't know where they are sometimes and who they are
and why they're there.
No, but anyway, the best quote of the day I think was this. Like little girl halfway up the wall today, she just screamed, like just went. What did she say about being sexist? She said, "Oh yeah, was that a sexist comment?" Like this, like little 5-year-old girl.
I know she might have been about 9.
No,
you know, still 9.
Still though, yeah, she was
was
like,
that a sexist comment?
yeah, like
And out of all the things that the kids say today, the scout leader had to stop and rein it in.
yeah.
Out of everything.
Yeah, he was
and the
like-
kid said something like
it's you. The girls have got so the
girls
split,
have started.
They
on an
split
easy
the girls
climb.
and the boys up, and they put the girls. Actually, they put them on the easier.
And they didn't
line,
know
didn't
that they were actually on a V0.
Yeah.
And they were a V1.
Yeah, they were on a quite a hard climb.
They
The
were
lads
a hard
were.
climb, yeah.
But one of the older lads, must have been about 10, eh? He
was a nightmare.
He was a nightmare. He was the one that I didn't like.
Yeah.
He was a little douche. But he was like, "Oh, the girls have got an easier one. The girls are like, because they're like not as strong." And then this little girl turned around. Well done on her. I was like, "Is that a sexist comment?" And then he kept going, didn't he? That older kid. And the scout leader just turned, looked at the 10-year-old, and was like, "Shut up." He just said, "Shut up" to him. It's so
It's
funny.
one of the weirdest things that's ever happened in Scouts. So, like,
man.
we talked about the gods
Yeah.
at Otterspool.
Oh yeah, Oswald. Yeah, that's a big distraction.
That was a big distraction.
No one remembers that story. Do you want to quickly go over it? Because I think we probably had.
I was trying to do this really, really long traverse,
Yeah.
and then this random woman who's just off her tits and alcohol and I think maybe prescription type meds,
Well,
something like that.
to give a bit of context, you were chatting to some local drunks that were hanging outside of the wall. You just started chatting to them
Because I thought if I don't speak to them, they won't let me climb.
Yeah, exactly.
So I spoke to them.
because what you're doing is weird, and they're
Yeah.
drunk, and they're hanging out next to the wall. So if you start climbing, they're going to be like, "What are you doing, lad?"
But then anyway, I start climbing, and then out of the 3 people, they dared the woman to come over with a sock on her hand and a handful of nettles, start fucking whipping me. And she's just screaming at me, going, "It doesn't hurt, it doesn't hurt." I'm going,
And she's
"Fucking
apologising at the same
Sorry,
time.
I'm sorry, I'm
so
sorry."
sorry.
So
So funny.
the distraction level of that
That is very
was
distracting.
different, because that actually made me come off the climb physically.
Yeah.
But then, like, the kids today, at times I laugh, but then part of me was just like if it wasn't me and you, I couldn't have stayed there for an entire day. I don't think.
No.
Like,
by
5
yourself?
hours, yeah.
No.
I think that would have been quite intense, really.
Yeah, it was like, if you watch the videos that we've set up, you could just hear the background, how loud it is. It sounded like a McDonald's. Honestly, it sounded like a McDonald's. It was ridiculous. Just
McDonald's
kids,
started a climbing gym.
it's a weird relationship, I think, with the scout leaders, because they aren't like parents and they
Not
aren't teachers,
teachers,
so they
yeah.
don't really have authority the same way as like others do. So the kids just don't give a shit.
No, not one fuck.
Just don't give
They don't
a shit.
respond, and they're just playing.
And they're just there to have fun, these kids, which is fair enough. But they're all just screaming, they're swearing at each other, they're just like being dead rude, hitting each other, running. Did you notice at the end? So when Becky was climbing at the end and you were editing your photo, I was looking around. the kids were just unsupervised at Pex, man, running around, and I'm like, someone's gonna die here. All it takes is one kid to try like the big Floyd wall or something.
No, just get the knife.
Yeah, up the knife, like the hardest climber. Yeah, some really high ball shit. Like, these kids were just unsupervised.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got helmets. They've all got orange helmets on.
Whatever happened, as distractions go, man.
Yeah.
If you guys are distracted out there, just be distracted.
Yeah.
That's my advice off that.
Oh, man, it's just difficult, isn't it? Anyway, distractions. I think we covered that. It's just annoying.
But indoors, outdoors, wherever you are, it's like you get yourself outdoors because you're trying to find a sort of little quiet place to be spiritual, whatever you're doing. But Pex Hill's not that place.
No, man. Not today, anyway.
Not today, no. But most days,
it was for a bit, man. It was for
beautiful,
a bit.
man.
Like, I just remembered thinking to myself, Pete, soak this in. Like, this is such a lovely place to be.
Oh, it's so cool.
Lovely company. Lovely, just amazing. Like, I was really... And you know what I think is key? I didn't need a poo. I didn't really need a wee. And I'd eaten enough in the morning. I didn't feel bloated, and I hadn't under-eaten. It was just all perfect. My body was just telling me, man, it's just really nice right now. Yeah. And I'd drunk loads the night before, but I wasn't that hungover.
Yeah.
It's just wins all around. Until those fucking kids came. Witness wins, man.
Witness the
anyway,
fitness.
Let's get into my favourite topic that we still, every time we sing a brand new theme song for it, because I still haven't gotten round to cutting it out. So let's sing a brand new one, because I just enjoy it as well. Are you ready?
To lead?
I want you to lead, because I think I normally put the beat in.
I found some advice for you on a rock.
You got advice. I got advice.
For you and
I
for
got
me.
a question. What
Advice
is it
and
gonna
questions.
be? Okay, guys. So we've got a question. That was such a weird one.
They get weird.
We've got a question from Instagram. Dan, can I have a fake name for this person? I don't want to out them on the podcast.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time writes, hello belly hanging. What are the best things to watch? Real television just doesn't cut it anymore. Pam Wham.
Pam Wham.
Pam Wham. Is that the name? Pam Wham. Peanut butter jelly time.
Thanks, peanut butter jelly time. Well, I've become quite well versed in lots of things to watch.
I like watching a lot of things. Me. Yeah.
So if you want to,
are we talking about climbing related stuff or just anything?
So, just anything.
Okay.
Anything.
What,
start with anything.
Anything. All right.
Horror films.
Horror film. All right. Let's go for everything.
They keep you in suspense.
They do. A good horror film to watch is The Woman in Black.
The Woman. Not bad.
You don't like it?
I'm gonna go for something a bit different.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a film called The Black Coat's Daughter.
What's that about?
It's about the devil's daughter.
Whoa.
And it's a Netflix film.
Okay.
So the whole idea of like a horror film could help you with your climbing because it keeps you on the edge.
On your toes.
Suspense.
Exactly.
Thinking
and then also
next.
when you're doing a scary move, you can think to yourself, it's not as scary as the devil's daughter. That would be really scary. And then you get to climb because you just do it. All right, that's that. Thrillers. It's very close to horrors, but what's a good film? I'm going to choose Nightcrawler. That's a brilliant film because it's about a psychopath who starts his own film. Go watch Nightcrawler. That's a recommendation. What are you going to choose?
Nightcrawler will help you with your climbing as well because it's about a creepy guy in a video camera. So if you need to film your climbs, get edgy.
Yeah, exactly. And create the good angles. Yeah. Create situations that make drama. So if your friend is bouldering, you could just pull the bouldering pad from underneath them.
Thriller.
Exactly. As soon as you're watching that as a viewer on Instagram, when you see a friend has just pulled out the only safety net, you're just like, whoa, what's going to happen? Anything could happen. Nightcrawler.
Do you like Mads Mikkelsen? I like Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen? I've never heard of it.
You'll know who he is when you see his face.
Okay.
Have you seen Doctor Strange?
Yes.
The bad guy with the black paint on his face.
Yeah, I do know him.
Mads Mikkelsen is in everything Star Wars, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
One of his original Danish films.
Whoa.
And it's all about a child suggesting that he's nonced them.
Oh, wow.
And it's all about how that lie or truth, you don't know, spins out of control.
And it ruins his life.
It ruins his life. So don't get nonced.
Don't get nonced. That'll help you climbing because if you're nonced, you can't climb. You're in prison.
In prison.
But maybe you can
all
find
the way
some
around.
climbs.
If you're nonst, then you're fucked. You've been abused.
Yeah.
If you're non-sing, you go to prison.
Good.
That'll help thriller.
So far, I like that our film suggestions have been
helpful to climb.
Mine are quite common film suggestions, like knowledgeable ones. You've done very abstract films that no one's ever heard of. Let's keep this going.
Momentum.
Keep this momentum. Comedy.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm going to choose Step Brothers.
Oh, classic.
Very funny film, and it'll help you with your climbing because
competitive edge.
Yes, you need to have a brother that you're friendly with, but also you want to be better than. And that will help you work harder and try harder.
Who are you? You're quite clearly. I'm definitely.
You're feral.
I'm feral. You're Riley because
I'm Riley. Yeah,
for sure.
And also, I'm really good at drums.
Yeah,
you're shit at drums.
My vocals are impeccable.
You're really good at singing.
Yeah. So
boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes.
Climbing.
What's your comedy?
The comedy film. Oh man, that's a tough one.
I hope you're writing these down, Peanut Butter Jelly. We're literally giving you what to watch now.
Climbing related comedy films. I'm gonna go a bit out there because it's a Wes Anderson film, Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, that is a kind of
comedy.
Quirky comedy. Yeah,
and it's so if you're thinking about your climbing, you need to think about being aesthetically pleasing, like Wes Anderson provides you in the cinematic experience.
Also,
it's all about a hotel.
Yeah.
And if you go climbing abroad,
there's that scene in the Grand Budapest Hotel where, but also where he's got that girlfriend and he climbs up through the ceiling. So just if you watch that, you'll realise that you've got to be like him climbing, and it'll make you a better climber. Yeah. Bang, comedy done. Action
film, good one, nice one.
Action film. I'm gonna choose the action film? Transporter.
Wow,
good film. Niche. Transporter, because Jason Statham is
transporting
things. You've got to transport your body up a wall.
And I'm bald.
And Dan's bald.
And there's not enough bald
watch
actors
that great
in
action
Hollywood
film.
right now, is there?
No, there's not.
There's not.
There's only
Jason Statham,
Bruce Willis, and Vin Diesel. And Vince Vaughn recently has gone bald.
No, he shaved it. He's definitely got hair, man.
Yeah, but you shaved it. You're not
but
bald.
I don't have that amount of hair.
Yeah, but Vince Vaughn. Have you seen Cell Block 95 or whatever? It's called Brawl in Cell.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen it?
Weird film, man.
Man, it's maybe the most violent film I've seen in a long time.
You don't watch violent enough.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. Or your action film?
Action film's a hard one to go with.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go for Rambo.
Good.
Out in the forest, First Blood. Yeah, First Blood. All the Rambos in one film.
At once.
Just once.
Yeah.
On multiple televisions one time.
How's that help you climb, Dan?
Well, if you're ever stuck in some sort of vigilante type experience, you need to take down some sort of government, you're going to need to climb.
Exactly.
John Rambo will you'll get your way to the climb through mowing down.
Also, I think just looking at Sylvester Stallone and how muscly he is it'll give you the motivation to train and become strong.
A full circle.
Yes.
Climbing film.
I would say a great climbing film to watch is...
It's so hard, isn't it?
There's so many good films.
It's so hard.
And I don't want to say one and not the other sort of thing, but a series that he's really not charismatic, but he's very inspiring. I'd go and watch the Age of Ondra triple series that's on Red Bull TV or Real Rock. There's like 3 episodes, and it was like made on these. He's really just trying to push the forefront of what is possible climbing. So he's trying to flash a 915B or something.
It's like one of the does. It's insane.
Yeah, and it's just basically you're just watching the best in the world doing the hardest things in the world, and it is inspiring.
For a TV series, like little snippets, watch Real Rock. You get 20 minutes to 30 minutes of just climbing bliss.
No, can I change my answer?
Only this once.
Okay. Dodo's Delight.
That's Real Rock, man.
That's Dodo's Delight. Go watch it, though. A group of 4 men that are just the fucking funniest dudes in the world. They're so silly. Go and climb some of the most unclimbed things in Greenland. They have to get this boat called the Dodo's Delight. It's just such an adventure. Go and watch it.
That will inspire you to go out.
Yeah, it'll
get out and do more.
Yeah, it'll inspire you to be gnarly.
Yeah,
like just that one scene, that 1 second cut scene of him holding a rifle, screaming in the wind, like naked. He's like, "Ah,
I'm half man, half Irish, half polar bear."
He's so funny. He's amazing.
Your theme's real rock.
Yes.
So I'll go for the film angle.
Okay,
Like loads of people always say the real thing, and it is amazing. It's a very good film. But for me, like when I was away in Font, they introduced me to Blur. Is it Font on Blur?
Okay,
and it's on YouTube, and it's about 50 minutes long, and it's a bunch of French climbers, but some of them are just locals.
Okay.
Climbing beautifully.
Oh.
It's really, really good.
Okay. So watch Blur. That's on YouTube.
Blur.
It's for free.
I'm pretty sure, guys, we've just given you a lot of things to watch.
Yeah. I'm going to give you one more.
No.
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man. Go watch One Punch Man. Anime.
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man I'm choosing.
You're going for One Punch Man?
Yeah.
But think about your climbing, because if you get in there on the first go and flash it, you don't have to do it again.
Yeah.
And your buddies next to you, and they're like doing it 20 times, they're fucked.
Yeah.
You're just going tick, tick, one punch, one punch, one punch.
Exactly. Become One Punch Man.
Just like that.
And also go watch One Punch Man. It's actually awesome.
It's a great film.
So, it's not a film.
It's a great series.
Silly boy.
I'm going to choose for my anime. This is hard now. Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, that's a beautiful film.
It's a lovely film.
Also, it's floating floating
castle.
thing.
Just float up the walls.
It's hard
man.
to get there. Yeah,
Float, just float up, you'll get it. You'll make it better.
That's a Studio Ghibli film, isn't
Studio
it?
Ghibli, man.
Yeah, lovely films, man. So cute.
It's a good list.
Yeah, good list. I hope Peanut Butter Jelly Man. We've just given you loads, so go watch
all
everything,
them, and you'll be just better.
and then message us and see. We want to know how it's gone. Okay,
And how it helped.
Yeah. All right then. Well, I think that's been us, Dan. Brilliant podcast.
Best one ever.
Go and follow me at Pete_Rick.
Me at Danko Winterbear.
We've just filmed some cool new angles. We're going to try some new cool stuff. So follow us at BHPod, and you'll see some of the stuff we're going to work on in the future.
Come play with us.
Come play with us. Follow at Dino Club. Go and follow at Enter Method, our sponsor. They do outdoor clothing, and if you type in the code BHPod on your order of any clothing or anything, you'll get 20% off. That's entermethod.com. Check it out.
Whoa.
Anyways, all the best.
Thank
Take
you.
it easy. Bye.
Lick a rock.
Double dyno to micro prepper.